Hi everyone, this is Pam, the Arctic Firefly, and welcome to Video Thursday. Let's recap a little bit from Tuesday's Video Tuesday. As you recall, we are playing with vinyl, and here I have a small scrap of vinyl already loaded up into my Cricut on the mat. So let's see if we can remember what we learned about vinyl. So vinyl is just this plasticky vinyl. It's vinyl material on this paper backing. And I get my vinyl from expressionsvinyl.com. It's about, give or take, $2 a sheet. Lots cheaper than you can get it in the Provocraft tubes. Sorry, Provocraft. I love you guys, but the vinyl's cheaper somewhere else. Alright, and so you just cut your image out with this. You have to put the transfer paper on top. We'll go back over all of that when I do the project with this scrap piece of vinyl that we're going to do. So normally when I cut images out with vinyl, I cut them out first on a piece of scrap paper. Usually white cardstock is what I use. It just seems like it's more readily available than the colors. There's always white cardstock. It's inexpensive, or black. It seems like you can get whole packs of black or whole packs of white for a lot less than you can get any of the other ones. Usually when I cut with vinyl, I usually have my speed turned all the way down, so my speed is at 1 bar. I have my pressure all the way up, and I usually have my blade housing set to 6. I don't know if that's actually necessary, but in my thoughts are, you know, the deeper down it goes through this plasticky stuff, the better. So we are going to be cutting an image today. It's actually going to be from the Hannah Montana cartridge. This is actually a fonts cartridge, but there are some shapes on here. And we are going to be using the butterfly on page 75. We're just going to be using the base, or the top image, I guess main, I should say, because there's the shadow, the part that goes underneath, if you can see. We're just going to be using this one. Honestly, I might have to change my blade after all of the vinyl I've been doing the last couple of days, because when I was doing my initial trial on the white cardstock, because of all the little small curvies and everything, I was getting a lot of torn paper or skipped cuts. So I'm going to go ahead and see how it cuts now with the vinyl than it did on the paper. You know, it's possible the paper was shifting and everything. So we are going to be cutting this butterfly out at 2.5. So I'm going to go ahead and get that cut out, and we will be back in time for me to put it on my Cuttlebug, which is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be putting this butterfly on my pink Cuttlebug. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, so here we have our butterfly all cut out. As you can see, you know, the blade did pull a little bit, so I probably do have to replace it. But luckily, all these little places that it pulled are actually the pieces that we need to use our little dentist tool and scrape out. So we are going to go ahead and take our little dentist tool. You can get this, it comes in a little Cricut tool case, and you can get it at Joann's, Michael's. I don't have a Hobby Lobby, so I can't tell you if you can purchase it there. You can get it online. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this little dentist tool and pick out all of the little pieces, and then we will put the transfer paper on and stick it on the Cuttlebug. Alright, I got all the little pieces picked out and the extra vinyl around the image peeled off. So now I'm going to take my transfer paper and lay the sticky portion. The paper portion is, once it's peeled away, it's garbage. And during Tuesday's video, as I was peeling the paper away from the second skull that I put on my Cricut that was off camera, I was wondering if it would be possible to reuse the transfer paper. I mean, if you're doing multiple vinyl images on a single project, or even, you know, multiple projects at the same time, all you're doing with the transfer paper is laying it on the image while it's on the mat, peeling it off the mat, sticking it on whatever it is that the vinyl image is going on to, and then, you know, giving it a rub and then peeling it off. Then you just throw it away. But it still retains quite a bit of stickiness after you've done that peeling. So it might be possible to use it again. All it does is help position your image on the object that you're going to be adhering it to. So we take the transfer paper, lay it over the top, and then I have my stick here, and we're just going to rub the image just to get it to adhere enough to the transfer paper to pull the vinyl away from the vinyl's paper backing. So we'll just give it a firm rub, tug it away from the paper backing just like that. Put our mat aside, and we're gonna zoom out just a little bit because we're going to be bringing in my Cuttlebug. So I'm going to be adhering this butterfly to the front of my Cuttlebug. So I want it right there. Just lay it down like that. Take my stick, rub firmly because you want the vinyl to stick to the image. This is where it's gonna take up permanent, or if you change your mind, semi-permanent residency. I have not removed vinyl from anything yet, so I can't tell you how it removes. I would recommend that, and I will say, I mentioned this in Tuesday's video, I just recently put vinyl on mine and my husband's snow machines, but I do not know how this particular vinyl will weather, so I can't give you any tips on that. But if you do want to stick it on, say, an automobile or, windows or anything, I would recommend bringing the vehicle in a warm place, or if it's, if you live in a nice warm area. I'm in Alaska. It's below 0 right now. But if you live in a place where, it's warm, just make sure, the temperatures are good. It's not too damp. It's the window's clean, or whatever part you're going to stick it on. Those are just some tips that I have for you. Don't try to apply vinyl when it's freezing outside. I don't think it would adhere too well to a cold surface. Alright, I think we have that rubbed on there enough. It's just my Cuttlebug. It's not going to have any... There we go. I think I missed a couple of little pieces of vinyl there in the tail end. I did. Some little teeny tiny pieces of vinyl stuck in there. There's one. Those are exceptionally small. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get those out. Alright, there we go. There is my vinyl butterfly using the Hannah Montana Cricut cartridge on my pink Cuttlebug. I like it. I was going to do the electric guitar that I have on my tool tin that I showed everybody on Tuesday, but I just figured I'd go with the butterfly theme. And my pink, the pink that I have, is not this dark of a shade. It's more of a hot pink. It's not a neon pink, but it's more of a hot pink. And this has kind of a little darker of a tone. It's kind of muted, I should say. It's not as bright. It's more of a darker, more red in this pink than anything. So, yeah, I like that. I like how that turned out. It looks really cute. I've been wanting to put vinyl on my Cuttlebug for a while. The white spot that was here was driving me absolutely bonkers. It needed a little something. Alright, everybody. So that is Video Thursdays playing with vinyl on the Arctic Firefly, Pam's Cuttlebug. Isn't it great? I love it. I'm so excited. Alright. So hopefully I'll be posting a video on Thursday of the vinyl projects that I've done to mine and my husband's snow machines. They are currently sitting outside now, so it'll be freezing. So if I do a video, you guys will be seeing some of my yard and some of the non-existent Alaska snow that we are having this year. It seems like every time we get snow, we have a warm snap, and the snow just is gone. It's gone. It just melts away. All right. Thank you, everybody.